We saw what happened in the first phase of the election. 62.9% voting took place, 4.4% less than what compared to 2017. Now, the Election Commission of India has in fact put out a tweet and has encouraged voters in Gujarat to come out and compensate what they say for the first phase of voting. In fact, let me read out this tweet which has been put out by the Election Commission of India. Urban apathy continues unabated. From Shimla to Surat, ECI, that's the Election Commission of India, appeals to voters of Gujarat to come out in large numbers during the second phase to compensate for the low voting in the first phase. Now, this is the spokesperson of the Election Commission of India which has put out this tweet, ladies and gentlemen. So an appeal coming out from the Election Commission to in fact come out in big numbers, because remember, in the first phase of polling, it was about 4.4% less than in 2017, and that has now got the political parties, particularly the Bharatiya Janata Party, the ruling party here, worried, because the urban centres have not seen the kind of voter turnout. Whether it is going to impact and whose chances is it going to impact, we'll know on December 8th, but this is an important appeal coming in from the Election Commission of India. Okay, quickly going across back to my colleague Tanushree. Tanushree, now election voting percentage in the first phase was low, coupled with the new factor in the elections of Gujarat, the Aam Aadmi Party. It is making very difficult for political pundits to put their hands on the pulse of the people. Now, Election Commission coming out and saying that come out in huge numbers, and importantly, specifically speaking to the people of the urban landscape. And in the second phase of voting, Ahmedabad and many other cities, Gandhinagar, are going to vote.
Absolutely, Ankit. In fact, what we saw during the first phase was that the low voter turnout was on a lower side as compared to the last elections in 2017. In fact, I was in Surat and in many polling stations, what I was witnessing, Ankit, that there were huge queues. So when voters were actually coming to the polling booths and they were seeing those huge booths, they were going back and they were saying that we do not have time to actually stand outside the polling booth and wait for our turn to come. So that is the kind of mindset a lot of people in the cities were actually basically that is the kind of mindset people have in the cities. But yes, now the Election Commission itself has come out and urged the voters to come out in large numbers and vote. But I will try and get some voices here. Sir, आप लोग यहीं से अहमदाबाद से ही हैं?
Yes, अहमदाबाद से।
तो वोटिंग का इस बार हमने देखा कि जो पहले चरण में जो वोटिंग हुआ था थोड़ा कम हुआ था, तो क्या सिटीज में ऐसा है कि लोग आते नहीं है ज्यादा बाहर?
ऐसा नहीं है मैडम, अभी क्या होता है कि गांव में सब लोग सिटी में मूव हो रहे हैं एजुकेशन के लिए, तो सिटी से गांव तक जाने का वो ट्रैवलिंग का ऐसा कुछ दिक्कत होता है, इसलिए नहीं हो गया।
नहीं, तो आप लोग का यही वोटिंग होगा? तो आप लोग करते हैं हर बार?
हाँ, हर बार करते हैं।
तो सिटीज में ऐसा नहीं लगता लोग कम थोड़ा वोट करते हैं? क्योंकि गुजरात में देखने मिला पहले चरण में सिर्फ 60% वोटिंग हुआ है।
नो, डेफिनेटली ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा। कर तो रहे हैं सब, जो एजुकेटेड लोग हैं सब लोग कर रहे हैं।
तो लग रहा है इस बार सेकंड फेज में ज्यादा वोटिंग
ज्यादा होगा।
आप लोग क्या काम करते हैं?
मैं आईटी में जॉब करता हूँ।
अच्छा, जॉब करता है। तो जब वोटिंग डालेंगे तो क्या सोच के दिमाग में वोटिंग डालेंगे? इस बार ट्रायंगुलर कॉन्टेस्ट है, आम आदमी पार्टी है, बीजेपी है, कांग्रेस है।
हम तो यही देखेंगे कि किसी के जो कैंडिडेट अच्छा काम करे उसको वोट देंगे।
हाँ, कैंडिडेट मतलब लोकल एमएलए?
यस, लोकल एमएलए। हम कोई पार्टी नहीं देंगे, कि जो कैंडिडेट अच्छा काम करेगा उसको वोट देंगे।
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही सर ने। आप बताइए आपके इश्यूज क्या है?
इश्यूज में तो ऐसा है, जितना डेवलपमेंट होगा अपने एरिया में और ऑल ओवर हम गुजरात का देखेंगे, वो हिसाब से हम वोटिंग करेंगे।
आप भी सर?
हाँ, कैंडिडेट को ही वोट देंगे।
अभी लोकल एमएलए। So Ankit, that gentleman said a very something very important, that they are going to look at the local MLAs and the local issues since it's a state election. But also many people are telling us that somewhere down the line it's the Prime Minister on which they vote for him ultimately. Many people we spoke to, first time voters, they didn't even know the name of the Chief Minister and the local MLA. So very interesting elections, many different kind of opinions,
Absolutely.
many different voices. But now that the election campaign is finally over,
and that's the reason why we saw the
happens.
Prime Minister in fact doing those back-to-back road shows in Ahmedabad. The pocket borough of the BJP. The urban landscape is where the Bharatiya Janata Party is the strongest in Gujarat. If you even look at the whole state of Gujarat, in northern Gujarat, the tribal areas, in Saurashtra region, BJP has not been able to make the kind of inroads that they would have wanted, despite being in power, despite the Prime Minister coming to scene 20 years back in 2002, and despite the BJP being in power for almost 27 years. Now that is going to be a very, very important appeal. The BJP would be hoping that people come out in large numbers in the urban centres, because that's where they believe their key voters are.